Even with some positive signs in the Forest Glen real estate market, there's a mistake I see homeowners already making every single day in 2026. It's a quiet oversight that costs them thousands of dollars and is the real reason their homes sit on the market for months. The good news, it's completely avoidable. In this video, I'm going to show you what the number one mistake is and how you can sidestep it to sell your home faster and for a much higher price. As a real estate professional who lives and works on the Northwest side, I'm obsessed with the Chicago market, especially our unique corner of the city. For over a decade, I've helped families in Forest Glen, Edgebrook, and Sauganash sell their homes. And I can tell you, the market we're in right now in 2026 has its own set of rules. The outlook for Chicagoland is looking strong, and a forecast from Illinois Realtors projects that the Chicago metro area could see a nearly 5% rise in median sales prices and a 5.1% increase in closed sales this year. But that growth doesn't mean you just put a sign in the yard and expect a record-breaking sale. In fact, that exact mindset leads directly to the single biggest error you can make. Now, you've probably heard all the typical advice. People will tell you to declutter, make cookies for the open house, or touch up the paint. And yes, those things are important, but they're not the game changer. They aren't the critical factor that separates a Forest Glen home that sells in a few weeks for above asking price from one that's still sitting there 3 months from now with a price reduced sign. While a lot of small things can chip away at your profit, there's one fundamental mistake that is more damaging than all the others combined. It's an error rooted in emotion, fueled by old news from a couple of years ago, and it's the absolute quickest way to leave tens of thousands of dollars on the table. And it's happening all over our neighborhood right now. The number one mistake Forest Glen home sellers are making in 2026 is overpricing their property. It sounds simple, right? But let me break down why this is so catastrophic in this specific market. The 2026 market is not the chaotic frenzy of 2021. It's what some analysts are calling a return to normal or a great housing reset. Yes, the market has momentum, but it's more balanced. Buyers are back feeling a bit more confident as mortgage rates have started to ease from their recent highs, but they are also incredibly savvy and cost conscious. They have more choices than they did a few years ago. And they will not overpay for a property when a fairly priced one is just around the corner. This mistake usually comes from 3 places. A seller remembers that a neighbor down the street got an unbelievable price back at the peak of the market. Your pricing in your daughter's first steps. Those numbers don't understand the nuances of Forest Glen. Okay, let me give you, let's say, the golden window explanation. Here is the critical truth. Pricing your home too high from the start is the kiss of death for your listing. You miss the golden window, the first 14 to 21 days your home is on the market. After a few weeks with no activity, what happens? Your listing gets stale. Neglecting modern presentation and staging, this mistake pours gasoline on the fire of an overpriced listing. Buyers are prioritizing turnkey, move-in ready homes. Not understanding the hyper-local data is another mistake. A successful sale in 2026 isn't about guessing or hoping. It's about a precise, data-driven strategy. Rejecting a strong early offer, a savvy, well-qualified buyer comes in during the first week with a strong offer. It's a tough pill to swallow, but that first offer is very often your best offer. The solution, in summary, you flip the script. You don't just list a property, you launch a product. I offer a complimentary, no pressure, Forest Glen strategic home value analysis. Click the link in the description below to schedule your confidential consultation. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to helping you make your next move a successful one.